y'all, Farmer Dre back at it. Today I'm going to show you guys exactly how we set up our curtains on our high tunnels. Alrighty, before we get started in me showing you guys how we set up our curtains, I want to make sure you guys know that there's different ways of setting up the curtains. There is, as far as I know, there's only two types, maybe there's more, but what we have here, there's either the rolled up or the rolled down. And the difference is on the rolled up, what initially you do is that this top curtain and the side curtain is one, or plastic is one piece, and all you do is you put the wiggle wire, and then this plastic comes down to the ground, and then you put a pipe on the bottom, and then you have a winch outside, and then you roll it up from the bottom up. The curtain that we have is called a roll down, where you have a winch inside the high tunnel, and then the whole entire curtain drops from the top to the bottom. And I know if you talk to different farmers, they'll tell you the different ways of doing it, but we found out that the way you roll them down from the top is better for growing tomatoes or any kind of summer crops, is because whenever you, let's say it's cold day outside and it's getting really hot inside, and then you roll down the curtains from the top, then that hot air is not beating directly to the plants. But if you're rolling it up from the bottom and that cold air reaches your plants, then your outside rows are gonna see some type of, not really cold damage, but they're gonna be a little slower. So, you know, we found out what works here on our farm for our high tunnels. And like I mentioned in my previous videos, this system we have here for the curtains, we had this system on our turkey farm. We used to raise turkeys for Cargill commercially. We did that for 11 years. And then my parents purchased the orchard. So we stole this system from the turkey farms, and it's the exact same system. It doesn't change or anything. So it works here on our farm, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how we set it up. So on this high tunnel here, this is complete, and we're still working on this one. My brother Val, he's gonna be home tomorrow, and he knows more about the winching than I do, so I'm gonna let him do that. But for now, what I'm doing is I'm putting up the strings and the pockets here, stuff that I'm really good at and know what to do. And before whenever you build a frame and before you get started on the curtains, you got to make sure that you have enough room here for the pocket, wood wise. So as you guys can see here, we put a 2x6 right here, and then the hip board and the baseboard. And the reason you put a 2x6, first of all, is for the C-channel that's coming down, and then you have enough room, inch and a half here, to be able to catch the pocket in. So before I get ahead of myself here, I'm going to show you the exact steps that I took. So the first thing I did is I got the pouch on with these nails, or 1-inch nails that come with the kit whenever you bought it. So what I did is I came through and beat in the nails, one on the outside and one on the inside, and I put that in the center. And then every pipe here on the hip board, I put a nail on top and a nail on the bottom. And the reason for the two nails is the curtain has to slide up something, and the wind, whenever the wind blows, so it won't blow it in. So we do this different than everybody else. So we put a string on the inside, and as you can see here, we put the nail, you just put the string around the nail and just beat it in. So you put one on the inside, and then you catch it to the bottom nail, and then you just keep going inside to the bottom nail here. And then whenever you put on the curtain and you got the winching system up, then you put on the other string on the outside. But I got done putting in the inside string. I think I was saying wire, but it's string. It comes with the kit. Just getting ahead of myself here. And then you got to put on the pocket, and the pocket comes with the kit. And I put this one on, and I'm going to show you guys how I put another one on. And initially what you do is you want to leave the flap in here. So this thing's all tight on there, top and everything. Then you got to leave room for the curtain to slide up in here. So I'm going to get another pocket here and jump to the other side. And there's a pocket that goes in all four corners. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to put up the pockets. So these pockets, they're just a 4.5 foot sheet of the plastic. And this is not really plastic, as you can see here. This is it's clear, but it's woven in between there. And this material holds up a lot better than the actual plastic from the top. And as you guys can see on this end, the C channel, we had to put it right here. And I'm gonna explain this one on this side. And as you see here on this high tunnel, every winch system has a weight, and if the C channel is right here, you could not put the weight here. So on one end, you put the C channel on the lip here, and on the back end, you want to put it on this end, so you could have enough room for the weight support the angle iron and the weight, and the pocket is just gonna come right along this one. So now you get this small piece of plastic that we call the pocket, and you want to fold it in half. And these curtains have a braid with this tiny little hole here for the pipe, and I'll explain that whenever we'll get to it. But you want to put the braids together and fold it like that. And the reason they're called the pocket is because you have a pocket in between here for the curtain to slide up and down. And on this end, it's just a solid, or it's creased together here. So once you get it like this, then it's time to put on. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this. I had to get the head mount here. Try to get you guys. So what you guys do is snap that up there and go ahead and put this right there and right there level. Make sure it's nice and creased, and then you grab your nails, one nail here, and then your hammer. Out of my pouch, you can't reach the dumb thing. There you go. And then get the hammer and beat it in. Put both of them, and then you get the nail, and you want to put both of these up here just like that. Grab a nail and then put the nail in. Make sure you pull nice and pull it tight. If I had another person, it'd be easier, but it is what it is. Put right there, so that top is sealed nicely, and I'm gonna come through and finish up here. But for now, I'm gonna find a 2x4 here, so I was get on my knees. Make sure you don't get your knees all soggy and wet. So then come here, make sure you want them nice and squeezed, perfect. And you want to make sure you put this one here, put that whatever, pull this one tight, and on this one you want to make sure it's nice and tight and catch both of them. And then whenever you get to this corner, you want to make sure you only put in the inside and don't catch this outside one. Then you pull it tight, put the nail maybe here. I'm not left-handed, so it's kind of hard. Here we go. And then you want to beat this thing all the way in. So then after you put all of them nice and tightly, you want to just come put in every about 6 inches or so, and then beat those in all the way there. Alrighty, so make sure you have enough nails. I'm out of nails here, and I got 2 nails left. So then, to make sure the wind doesn't blow this away, go ahead and I'll put one in the inside here, and make sure to put these in the thread because it holds a lot better. So this is the pocket that is ready to go for the curtains whenever we get that done. So now I got to do 2 more, and then the winching system, like I mentioned, Val is going to come out and do that. So 2 more pockets, and then until tomorrow or whenever we get back, whenever he gets back, then we'll finish the rest of the curtains. So this is the last pocket right here. So the pockets are done now. We got to put up these pulleys and stuff. But like I mentioned, I'm going to wait till Val gets home to do all that good stuff, and then I'm going to show you guys the rest. So whenever we get back to it, we'll get it done. So a week has passed, and we got that other high tunnel at our friend's house done, and we're working on the curtains now. But Val and his wife are home, and I had a question if Val lives on our property. He actually owns the 10 acres where the blackberries are. That's his property, so he lives over there. It's right next to our property, so we just tore down the fence, and we're acting like it's all one piece, but he actually owns that. But now I'm gonna jump in the skid loader, gotta put a hay gotta feed the cows. We're gonna put them a hay bale, a round bale out there. They're looking hungry, and then we're gonna continue finishing our curtains. And Later on today, we're gonna have to go pick up some tools from our friend's house. So I'm gonna show you guys that tunnel. We got it done in 5 days, just me, Adrian, and Val. Pretty quick. I'm gonna show you guys, it's a little different stuff. He put some fans and some different types of nettings for insects and stuff. I'm gonna show you guys that. But for now, I'm gonna jump in the skid loader, head out there, and feed the cows because they are hungry. Cows, watch out! Watch out! Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Alrighty, so this is the high tunnel right here. We got it done yesterday completely. We got the curtains on, everything ready to go. I'm gonna give you guys kind of like a tour. It's the exact same frame as ours. The only thing that's different is that it is 6 feet shorter. So this is a 90 by 30. And same thing, still doors on the end here. And the only difference is that he bought a exhaust fan on that side. And then if you come in here, the wind's blowing. He has 2 louvers on the end there. So we just had to do some little modifications on the end walls here. But overall, it's exact same. We got to load up the Browning, take it back home. And the beauty about these louvers is the fan over there is on thermostat right here. So right now, as you guys can see here, it's at 90 degrees. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it down here. See if I can. So let's say, oh, it's unplugged, never mind. Anyways, the temperature gets above 60 degrees. The thermostat's gonna kick on and that fan's gonna turn on, and then that fan is gonna suck the air through the high tunnel, and these louvers on this side are gonna open up, and then you got airflow without opening up the sides. So these are the louvers right here. They open up from the outside. So they open up this way right here, just like that. Boom. On both sides, we had to remodify the ends there. But overall, it's exact same as ours. And I posted on my Instagram the step-by-step process on my stories. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram and on Facebook, there's going to be a link for both of those down below. I connected my Instagram and my YouTube, my Instagram and my Facebook together. So whenever I do post a video on my Instagram story, then it uploads to my Facebook story. So go ahead and follow me on there for the daily, day-by-day stories and you know what I'm doing there. And if you guys do follow me already, you guys know that he bought an organic kit. So there is a very small mesh here, and the mesh is always going to be here. So whenever the curtains come down, then that mesh protects the plants and the inside of the high tunnel from being invaded by thrips or aphids or just any other kind of bug if the rest of the high tunnel is sealed. So that's the main difference, is that he put that screen there to protect it. So overall, it is good to go. Now we're here loading everything up. I mentioned in my previous video, you guys know that my brother Val right here, we build these, and I'm gonna let him talk here, kind of an interview thing, even though you guys seen my videos. Tell me what you guys doing here.
All right, man. So I'm Val with True Home Property Services. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram. We're working on a YouTube channel now, posting the video. So we build high tunnels. We mostly do skid steer work, driveway, stuff like that. We could build building kits, high tunnels, anything that you want on your farm. Water lines pulled out for your grazing, for your cattle, for your goats, for rotational grazing, anything like that. Fence lines, posts that you need put in that needs heavy equipment. DM us on Instagram and we'll get in contact.
And is there a good email address or not?
We're working on that first. It's a new upcoming company.
Beginner business owners here don't have an email. If you guys want, just send me an email at realfarmerdre.com, and then I'm gonna forward that to you guys and get it all hooked up. Oh, you guys do have an email. What is it then?
True Home.
Okay, so what's your email? Come on, man.
Sorry, what is it?
Come on.
True Home LLC at Gmail.
I'm gonna put a link down in the description because these guys here.
Don't put that in your video.
I'm putting it, man.
No.
I'm putting it. Anyways, yeah. So he builds them, And at every job site, I help them out. So if you guys just want to see me, and if you guys want to build a high tunnel, let them know. And then we are going to get them hooked up. It works out pretty good. As you guys can see here, this is our first high tunnel we built for someone else other than ours. So it is good to go. So here we go. He's going to load it up here. And let's see how good those ramps work. And this machine is all-wheel drive. So all 3 wheels pull on it. And there we go. Slowly, surely getting it up, fast and easy, just like that. Go, go, go. Time to tie it up there. Put everything away and go home. Alrighty, so it's time to go home. Like I said, this high tunnel is complete and we are good to go. Lock it up. Alrighty, so just got the trailer unloaded and now we're gonna go ahead and start working on the curtains on our high tunnel. And this is probably the reason you guys clicked on this video, but we got more going on here on the farm. So now me and Val are gonna finish our curtains and I'm gonna show you guys a step-by-step process of that. And after we get done with that today, we gotta go ahead and shred up all the apple wood we pushed down this past spring. All those old apple trees that we pushed down, we're gonna shred it and put it in our big apple bins and then store it in one of the high tunnels, and then we're gonna go ahead and bag it, and then we're gonna start selling that at a different time. That's a project for another time. So now we're gonna move all our tools to our high tunnel and start or finish putting up the curtains. Alrighty, so Val's gonna start working on the winching system like I mentioned. And what I'm gonna do here is these pipes, there should be 100 foot of the metal pipes for the top and the metal pipes for the bottom. And I've learned that if you put them all in between on the other side of the high tunnel, and then whenever the curtain's out here, you just push them in. So I'm gonna get to it and I'm gonna put all the pipes into each other and make sure they locked together tightly so they won't come out whenever, you know, down the road. So I'm gonna get the metal pipes that are sitting next to the building there that go for the curtain that came with the kit and lay them out here before we put the curtain up. Alrighty, so here we go in the high tunnel. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. Me and Val just got back from town. We had to buy some PVC pipe for the bottom. And I'm gonna explain that whenever we get to it. And put on my glasses. If you guys don't know, I got my glasses when I started driving so that I could see far. I got, you know, whenever it's driving, you gotta have eyesight need to be good for signs and stuff. That's the only reason I wear glasses. But up close, whenever I'm working on the farm, I don't need them. Perfect 20/20 eyesight whenever it's up close and stuff. But anyways, I had a few questions after my previous video if the door latches come with the door, and yes, everything we're putting on it except the PVC pipe comes with the high tunnel kit. So that's why I keep mentioning and pushing that if you get the kit, it's the best way to go. And I'm gonna explain the PVC pipe on the bottom of the curtains whenever we get to it and why we put them on, but everything else comes with the kit, and that's why the kit is so nice whenever you do build it. So we're gonna put on the curtains now, and Val's gonna put on the winch, and I'm gonna continue putting on these small pulleys. So what I'm doing here is I'm just putting these one into another, and I'm gonna try this one-handed here. And as you can see here, if you don't beat something in there, they come out. So I'm getting a 2x4 here and a hammer. Now I'm just giving it a good whack there. Just like that, and then it creases it together, and you want to hit it like right on the edge there. So now it's just creased together and it's not going to move in and out of there. So now for a long time it's never going to move out of there. So now once you do that, just go to, there's 10 of these exactly every 10 foot. So just continue doing that, hitting them down and putting them one into another there. Alrighty, so on this end, on the end of the high tunnel, Morgan County sends out one of these angle things. This is for the weight that comes with, because every single weight pulley system has a weight on the bottom, like right here. And this weight system is for the cable, so it can stay nice and strong. Because if you guys can see, if I pick up the weight here, then it comes loose. So there's just an angle iron, then you put on each end, and the cable stays nice and strong. And what I'm going to do now is we get these tiny pulleys, and I'm going to go ahead and put these pulleys up here just like that, and then pull the string in there. So I'm going to get these pulleys and put them at every single beam here. And once the beams are nice and put, once the pulleys are nice and put, then we'll continue doing the rest. So what I'm doing here is the system comes with these pulleys for the drop curtains, And what you got to do here is you get the staple and the pulley, and what I'm doing here is in between every single beam here, I'm going to go ahead and put a pulley in between there. So right here in the middle of that, just come through with the pulley, put it on there, and just beat it in. Alrighty, so Val is putting in the curtain machine right now, or not the curtain machine, the winch. So the winch is right there, and then he's putting a pulley up there. And after that, he's putting another pulley right here, because we're gonna go ahead and put in a curtain machine so it could be automated, so the sides could be automated. And whenever we put the curtain machine, it's gonna go up there. So the winch is right there, cable's gonna go up, come around to this one, and then all the way outside, he's gonna put a pulley right there, and the cable's gonna be going on that one. All right, so we just put the cable in here, and Val's a pro at this. So what he did is there's holes in the side of the winch there, and he put it through there. We're gonna go ahead and winch it up there. And since we're putting up that curtain machine, we want to put quite a bit on the winch here.
That's it, bro.
And let's see here, one-handed.
Hey, go ahead. Put a little more.
Here, I'm gonna have to put the camera down real quick. Alrighty, so here we go. And one thing I forgot to mention, before you go ahead and put the cable inside, you want to make sure you put these stake-ons on the cable, because they look like if you guys ever done electrical work on cars and stuff, you guys know what these are. But they're the kind where you can't split and put open. So we go ahead and slide these, and then we have a crimper where we crimp at every single pulley so that the rope, I'm gonna explain that whenever we'll get to it. So now what we're gonna have to do is come down to the end and put it through that pulley that we put back here, and then tie the weight to it. So then you get this end of the cable, put it through this pulley here, just like that, and you pull it tight, and then Val has the weight in his hand or on the ground there. You get a U-bolt, and this weight comes with the kit whenever you do buy it, and put it nice and tight, and then it's going to hold the cable real strong if it doesn't drop it. If it doesn't drop it on the ground. So look at that. Oh my.
Fails.
So as you guys can see here, the cable is really loose right now, but once that weight comes on there, it's going to be perfectly tight.
And we winch it.
And get it good. Yeah, you got to winch it first. So alrighty, so the thing is nice and tight now, and he's gonna go with the winch and pick it up until this thing is dangling in the air, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the crimper, stake-ons, and curtains. So Val is winching it up, and as you can see here, it's good right there. A little more, one more, perfect. And the winch, the weight is dangling there in the air, the cable is nice and tight, and now we're gonna get those stake-ons and put them at every single pulley there, and then come back through with the crimper and crimp them on the cable. Alrighty, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this is a crimper for electrical. My dad, as you guys know, was an electrician back in California when we used to live back there, and he has a bunch of tools. And what you want to do here is, I like to put it about 6 inches in front of the pulley there, and then you just get it right here. And then you crimp it real hard, just like that, and boom, the crimped, this thing here, I forgot what it's called, is locked in place now. And then whenever we come with the string, it's gonna be good to go. So now I gotta walk that every single pulley that we put and do the same thing over and over again. So boom. There you go, just like that. Alrighty, so once you get the crimps on the cable there, you got to tie the string, and the string does come with the kit. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull this all the way down at the end, and I'm gonna show you guys how to tie the string here so the curtain could come on. Alrighty, so this part right here tricks a lot of people. So the string is one piece to the end there, to the whole entire roll there. So you put it through the pulley here, and now I'm gonna go ahead and pull it all the way to the ground through the pulley. And once it's all the way on the ground, I like to step on it so it can be straight. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right where the crimp is. Alrighty, so what I do here is I put it through the eye of the crimp. I'm gonna try to do this. So it's through the eye of the crimp there. I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys on there. So I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna tie a knot. And once the knot is up, so I'm gonna go ahead here and put it above that. And just like that, I'm gonna go ahead and pull like that, and then it is nice and tight. And then the string is ready for the curtain. So it's coming through here, and then you tie it to the cable. And if this thing ever comes undone, then a knot is gonna hold it from going through the crimp there. So just like that, makes it nice and easy. I'm gonna go ahead and do it on all 15, all the way to the ground. And then we will go ahead and pull out the curtain, winch it up. And whenever you do this process, I forgot to mention this, you want to make sure that weight is all the way on the bottom there. And another thing I was thinking of, whenever you do put on, you want to make sure that you put the string on the inside of the cable there. Because if you put it on the outside, then it's going to get pressed on the curtain and get stuck in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and step on it, get my knife here, my knife, cut it, put it through the crimp, knot it, put it around the cable there, and pull it down and good to go. Alrighty, so Val's gonna go ahead and install the winch right here, and I'm gonna show you guys. So go ahead and he's gonna go ahead and drill them. And there's already pre-holes inside the winch there. And we use the bolts, the long bolts that come whenever you, for the frame. And then he's just gonna go ahead and put it through there. Real fast and easy. People get confused on the end here, and what we got to do here is called a double winch system. And what we got to do here is put the string through the pulley and pull it all the way down to the ground on this end next to the pocket, and then you grab this other piece from the actual roll and you put it through that one, and then you cut it over here at the crimp. So if you chop it right here on my fingers, we're gonna go ahead and get the knife, chop that, just like that. You put it through this pulley, come through and tie like there, tie the knot like I said earlier, and you put it just like that through there. And what you got here, whenever you pull this one, it's a double winch. So this pulley's going that way, and that pulley's coming this way. So whenever you pull on whenever you winch up the cable, all of the wires are going one direction. Alrighty, so now we're ready to tie up the current on the ropes I just put up there earlier.
You want to get the smallest pair of pliers you can.
Long nose or pliers?
Needle nose.
Needle nose, yeah.
And you put it just like that. You tighten it. You make sure
it's straight from the pulley.
Line it straight. You make sure the curtain is up. And you just poke a hole through the curtain.
Underneath the pipe there.
And grab it.
Then just...
Simple knots. You don't have to tighten it hard, because you still got to be able to adjust it. Just like that.
And then there's 15 on each side here, so got to do them all the same way. And we're putting them about 4 to 5 inches from the bottom, because this is the lowest. Whenever the winch is all the way down, this is the lowest it's going to go. So
then you adjust it perfectly straight, the pipe at the end.
Alrighty, so we just got our last one, and Val's gonna go ahead and winch it, and you should be able, I mean, if you do it right, whenever you winch it, it should go up all at once as it's going here. And then you go and readjust the height how you need it. And then you wanna make sure you put this thing in the pocket. So go up a little higher, bro. Alrighty, so he's gonna go ahead and pick it up a little. And you wanna make sure it's in the pocket. I'm gonna run on this side real quick. And then, hold up, bro. Hold up. So then this pocket right here, yep, this was out of the pocket. Then it's a pain to, here, go down. It's too much. Alrighty, go ahead. Alrighty. And then we go and readjust all of the ropes that we put up so it can be nice and straight. Alrighty, so as you guys saw there, I winched up all the way, and now this section's all the way next to the pulley, and then the crimp is all the way down here. So now we got to put a string on the outside, and if you guys saw at the beginning of the video, that's the reason I put this extra nail up here. Oh, so now we could go ahead and put the string so we could hold it from coming out like that. Alrighty, so now we just put the nails in halfway, and then you, on the pocket, you want to make sure it's nice and tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and be pulling the string nice and tight here, coming through here. Pull nice and tight, that was gonna be hitting the nails.
Let's go to that one. No, go to the other one.
Like that. I'm gonna explain that in a bit. It's okay. And like Val was saying, whenever you're installing the string,
outside string,
make sure you go underneath everything.
the camera, watch the camera.
Oh, sorry, working one-handed here.
You should put this higher.
Hold it.
Should have been higher, bro.
Higher? You beat it all the way then. So I should have put those a lot higher. Yeah.
It should have been loud.
Live and learn. Told you I was a beginner. Alrighty, so you put it underneath the cables here.
Higher, bro. You can't even see the video.
Just like that, and you pull nice and tight. And this is kind of hard to film, so I'm gonna stop the camera. Alrighty, so now since this outside string is on, the current can't go inside or outside because it's holding it nicely. And now we got to jump on the other side. So we just got done with this other side here, and the reason we put a PVC pipe on the bottom is because water will always drip from the top of from the top plastic all the way to the bottom. And since we had our turkey farms, the bottom ones that were metal would always rust on us. So that's why we learned that if you put a PVC pipe, it doesn't rust. And usually with these high tonners, you're supposed to just tape it to the wood there. But we found out that if you're trying to clean it up or anything, or tie a piece of plastic to the bottom, it's really hard to do that. So that's why we put the PVC pipe instead. It makes it a lot easier and it runs a lot smoother. So the curtains are now officially done, you know, with this two lines of rope here on the outside. The pockets are done, so this high tunnel is now completely finished. And now the NRCS was out here, they took pictures, everything got approved, so now we're just waiting for our reimbursement from the NRCS, and then we will have about 90% of it paid for. So, and if you guys want to know more about these high tunnels, go to your local NRCS office. Every county should have one. They're the you know, the main reason for the NRCS to stop soil erosion, and they help out with different grazing methods, all that good stuff. If you guys go to their office, you guys will find out what they offer and stuff. And these high tunnels are part of the program. So another high tunnel on our farm, and we are very happy. Alrighty, y'all, this is gonna be pretty much it for today. If you guys haven't already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. If you guys really enjoyed this video, go ahead, hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification icon so you guys can be notified whenever I do post a video. And if you guys have any questions or comments, or if you guys want to sit down and talk, go ahead and leave a comment down below, or just go ahead and send me an email at realfarmerdre@gmail.com. And if, like I mentioned in my previous videos, if you guys want a Real Farmer t-shirt, head over to realfarmerdre.com. There's going to be a link down in the description for all that good stuff. And like I said in the earlier video, like I said previously in today's video, if you guys want to see daily stories and exactly what we're doing that day on the farm, go ahead and follow me on Instagram so we can you guys can see exactly what we're doing. And like you guys heard my brother Val this morning. If you guys want a high tunnel or anything built on your farm, and if you guys don't have the means to do it, go ahead and send an email at True Home Property Services LLC. I'll put a link down in the description of that down below. If you guys have any questions or building anything like that, go ahead and hook them up, and I'll be on the job site as well, because we work together on all the projects here and just getting it done. So I want to say thanks for watching up to this point. You guys have a good day, and we will see you next time.